And welcome back to Crypto Hawk channel. Right now we've got Monday, August 28th. It's almost 7 o'clock p.m. Pacific time. I'm going to show you today some real deep ties. Something you don't see, something you don't hear on crypto news. And I decided to try this sparkling water. Liquid Death. Now, I don't know who the hell would name something that. It's called Severed Lime. Naturally flavored spring water, has electrolytes in it, and it was at Costco in Reno, and they were selling them for like $10 for a box. Thought I'd try it out. It tasted better in the store, but it's not bad. It again. I just wanted something different. Word once XRP hit, Hulk will be on expect with cameos from Martin and Charlie Sheen. I hear this one is rated R, supposedly language. I am very opposed to harsh language. Henry Brown again. Hulk, man, you ready? We about be XRP wealthy. Got that right. We already are. We just haven't seen it yet. I'm going to show you today. There's 1970 Legend. The first person to show up was 1970 Legend. Then it was MK Pizzle, and that's for shit. You got Knox, Bill, G.O., Eric Goldsmith. Then you got Baracco, Quarter Spoon, Crypto She-Hulk, MC Prosperity. And let's see, what do we got here? Any new people? Robert Driscoll, Peter, XR Player, Hunter, CLUIS. Each day is getting longer and longer. I know. Hunter, Ham, and we've got MC Prosperity. The government is like 50 years ahead of its citizenship and technology. Anything is possible. XR Pure Blood. Mr. Mister's here. The Cali RN. TL Cali RN. TL. We got, let's see, Pure Peace. Testing. Now that is a good test button. Down at the bottom, what we have here in case of an emergency alert, we have a little dollar bill looking kind of thing. Press that and do a test on that button, okay? It's very important for your safety. We have to make sure I follow federal guidelines for safety, so everybody has to hit that button. Charisse Marie Cooper Boy. Mimi Cool Cat's here. X Particus. Yeah. So let's start this show. Have I heard of XRP Plus? No. Where do we start with this here? Okay, now we're about to go down a deep dive. There's a company called Kyriba, Kyriba, and then there's a company called Metropolitan Life Insurance. Only been around since like 1867 or whatever. Not a big deal, right? And then we have a company called Finastra. Then we have a company called Deloitte. So far, all these are Ripple partners. Then we have a company called Ripple, naturally. But one of the things is Metropolitan Life is a systemically important company. It's got that designation, systemically important. That's very important. Let's start off with a little history lesson, shall we? Let's go right here. We'll do a copy paste. Remember, we got a deep dive show today. I'm going to show you all the way down below the water. We're about 100, no, we're about 300 feet deep right now. It's the Arctic, and we're freezing our arses off. Mellow stacks. Yep, still works. See, now that's a positive safety check. The federal government requires us to have safety checks whenever it's possible and prudent. So right now is a good time for that. Let's start in with MetLife. What is MetLife? I'm not going to give you a total history lesson. I'm going to give you enough background information so we can move on. But I always loved history in school. I liked reading how things happened, how the country came about. We learned about Russia, China, and everything. I like learning history. That's why on my show, like you can see it on my show, right? I'll deep dive shit and I'll go back to 2004 when I truly feel the Ripple project started. Now, it could have been called something else before then, but I mentioned specifically the Ripple project with Ryan Fugger and stuff, 2004. That's as far back as I trace what we know as Ripple today. Now, there is, I'm sure, the national, not going to say security, not going to say agency was always working on this from World War II or whatever, but specifically, they came to a point where Ripple project was, I think, the one they were waiting for. Anyhow, I'm getting ahead of myself. I shall not digress. So, this is Wikipedia. So there's the link that I showed you right there to Wikipedia, and this is where I'm at. We're learning about Metropolitan Life Insurance Company because I've got a deep dive on this, and I have ties to Ripple, and I found them online. There are articles talking about Deloitte with Ripple, stuff like that. But let's start off with a little history. XR Player, Hulk, you the man. Keep preaching and teaching, brother. Thank you very much. Totally appreciate that. Lou Diamond 84. Thank you very much for that. Now, Metropolitan Life. MetLife Incorporated is the holding corporation for the Metropolitan Life Insurance Company, better known as MetLife. MetLife is among the largest global providers of insurance, annuities, and employee benefit programs with 90 million customers. Oh man, in 60 different countries. MetLife was founded on March 1868, right after the Civil War in the United States. About 3 years after the Civil War. I'm going to the second paragraph. It started off as a private company, and then around near 2000, it became a publicly traded company. The headquarters is in New York. But somewhere around 2016, here's where it starts getting interesting. In 2016, the company announced that it would spin off its United States retail business, including individual life insurance and annuities for the retail market, in a separate company called Bright House Financial. This is where it starts getting real interesting. This is a British company. The British are here. But I didn't deep dive into that because it's going to take me into a whole nother show. But what might be interesting, do a little background on Bright House, okay? But you have MetLife, and I'm sure that if it involves Britain, It's something, and this is 1868 or whenever this company started. Bright House comes in 2016, and they kind of split the company into a retail portion. Okay, very interesting how a British company comes in along with a French company as well. um, Now in 2000, in 2010, the company was organized into five segments: insurance products, retirement, the US business, including auto and home, and then international. The insurance brings 53% of their income. Let's go down to corporate governance. I'm not going to talk about the CEO. There's subsidiaries. Travelers Insurance is one. Now remember, this MetLife, the reason we're talking about MetLife is because Ripple is vital. But I wanted you to see kind of like a big picture, and then we'll start going down. Okay, we're starting off with a little history of MetLife, how long it's been around. They had like a split. The British came in. Walt Disney's involved. Okay, Marriott Hotel. Now we go into history section, the early years. I'm not going to get too much into that at this point. I want to scroll down to the point where I wanted to focus on. Scroll down to where it says too big to fail. That will be in bold letters. Too big to fail. Hold on. Some people got, check something here. 1970 legend gave 20 people memberships. Let's see who these 20 are. GMA Debbie, Grant, Laurel O'Brien, Young Sudanese, Justin XRP, Hayden Bell. Then we go down to the crypto, then No, King Christopher Paul, 477 Hudson, Bitcoin Dan, Block, Bitcoin BMW, Robert Soa, Lionel Guerin, Douglas, Dim, Mr. Hitstick, Rick Kim, Ben Hart, and Yap Tony were given memberships today by 1970 Legend. Now, what that allows you to do is later, when we have in 20 minutes, we have open phone line. You can call in, ask a question. I'm going to give you a bullshit answer. That's what I do here. But if there's anything you need to know, ask. I don't do tech, but you can ask me certain questions. If I say, hey, I don't know that answer. What I am, I'm a researcher. I research and I find cool stuff and I report it. And I remember and I can draw conclusions and I connect dots. So I'll just leave it at that. Toter Gramada. I'll watch it later. Need to sleep. It's 3:00 in the morning in the United Kingdom. Oh, thank you for your hard work, Toter. I appreciate that. My God, 3 in the morning. Whew-wee. But thanks for that donation. That's pretty cool, man. Will Davis. Thanks for that donation. Just wanted to say thank you for saving the U.S. a huge amount of time finding all these lives. Appreciate that. Let's go back. Yeah, 1970 Legend will have a title of recruitment general. He's the general of recruitment for the Cryptoholic Army. Okay, now we're gonna go under too big to fail. Okay. In 2012, Metropolitan Life failed the Federal Reserve's comprehensive capital analysis and review stress test. Okay, this is massive. So in 2012, notice the Federal Reserve's involved. Notice that the Federal Reserve is a Ripple partner. Okay, I'll show you the proof later, new people. The Federal Reserve of the United States of New York, well, the New York Fed, which is a division, which is an office of the Federal Reserve, is a Ripple partner. These other channels don't know this. You know it because you watch my show. And I think that's totally cool. This is the fun shit that I'm talking about. So the Federal Reserve, which is a Ripple partner, did a stress test on this Metropolitan Life Insurance Company and said that they failed. Okay. It's the Federal Reserve intended to predict the potential failure of the company in a recession. The Fed stated that the minimum total risk based capital ratio should be 8%, and it estimated that MetLife's ratio is at 6%. MetLife announced its sale of its banking unit to GE Capital. MetLife says it was selling $70 million of mortgage servicing business to JP Morgan. So what the Federal Reserve told MetLife to do is get rid of the debt that they have, sell it off or whatever they got to do, but get rid of it. So Metropolitan did this because the Federal Reserve now told them to do it. Very interesting, huh? How the Federal Reserve is involved in an insurance company. The attempt to escape too big to fail legislation or regulation was not successful. In September 2014, the United States government observed the 2010 Dodd-Frank financial reform law by proposing the application of an official label to MetLife as systemically important to the American economy. Are you hearing this? Our government, after the financial crisis of 2008, 9, and 10, they developed a law called the Dodd-Frank Law. And what it would do, it would find companies that our government felt were systemically important to our government, and then the United States would come in and kind of like take control of that company. They would tell you that they would back the company if it ever went bankrupt. The American government would bail them out, but they had to follow certain rules. And one of these rules is you can't have too much debt. Now, MetLife didn't like this, and they've been in and out of court for a long time. But our government said you are systemically important. So I want you to see what we got here now. Now it's starting to get interesting. I told you, history is very interesting. What we got going on here is a company that's been around for like 130 years or some shit, okay? They are life insurance, they do retirements, auto and home. They're very important to America. So the Federal Reserve, which is a Ripple partner, imagine that, comes in, investigates all their paperwork, and claims now you are kind of like working for the government and you're going to follow our rules and we will bail you out if you ever fail. So now you have the Metropolitan Life Insurance Company. And this was the time Ripple came about 2013, everybody. So what's interesting, you know what? I think Ripple came out in 2012 or 13. That's the same time. Look right here. That's the same time Now it's getting interesting, isn't it? 2012 is when Ripple kind of came out of the closet. And they really hit the scene about 2013. But right here, 2012, Ripple hits the scene. Ripple has a Federal Reserve as their partner. Federal Reserve goes to Metropolitan Life Insurance Company, basically takes it over. A Ripple partner basically takes over MetLife. Very interesting. And I'm going to show you later how MetLife is also now a Ripple partner since right at this time. Right at this time when this happened. It's all you got Federal Reserve right in there. Bam. Ripple came in. Um, I'm gonna leave this. I'm gonna leave this article as it is. I'm gonna leave it at that. It's very interesting. This Wikipedia. Let me check the channel. I'll go to the next article. YouTube open. Okay. Let's go to the next. So we got that one. I'm going to show you a page from 2013. It's a page from the Ripple web page. We'll start with that one. We'll do the cool shit in the beginning. Because I know we got a deep dive and it's tough for our little brains to hang on. What I'm showing you is a Crypto Hulk page. The title is Breaking Why This Is Already the Global Bridge Currency. I did this show about 3 months ago. I want you to look at the 7-second mark, somewhere around there, the 7-second mark. You're going to see Meet the Team. Oh, look here, Goldman Sachs, 2013, Ripple partner. So all these people now putting out all these articles. Oh, Goldman Sachs started the BRICS and everything. Da 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 da. Well, looky here. Has anybody ever showed you how Ripple has Goldman Sachs as a partner? No, they haven't. No other channel's shown you that. Oh, looky here. The New York Federal Reserve, right there. 2013, Ripple partner. Well, isn't that a coincidence, Crypto Hulk? Because in 2012, the federal government came in and took over Metropolitan Life. Yes, they did. The Federal Reserve did that. They're Ripple partners, by the way. What do you think they're trying to do? Damn, Crypto Hulk, that's some pretty fucking cool information. Also, look who's a Ripple partner. the the national, not going to say security, not going to say agency, is right there with them. Day one, Ripple. Look at NASA, North Atlantic Space Administration. Oh, Microsoft, Google, Goldman Sachs, Apple. You know Apple Pay? They've been running on Ripple for like, I don't know, 10 years now. Oh, snap. You know Google Pay? They've been running on Ripple for 10 years now. Yeah, pretty cool shit you learn on Crypto Hulk Show. It's pretty nifty stuff. Xanadu. So there's that. Now we go back to work. Let me look. I'm going to show you the Ripple connection. I'm looking for it. Buddy. Buddy. Oh, here we go. All right. I'm kind of going a little bit backwards here, but that's okay. Thought I'd change it up and walk backwards for a little bit. Okay, now let's look here. I just posted an article for you. Here's the title, Kyriba. What is Kyriba? We'll get into it. It's like a payment system. And they have corporate treasuries. Oh, Crypto Hulk. Kyriba is a platform that Metropolitan Life Insurance Company uses. Kyriba was acquired by Bridgepoint in a deal. This is 2019. Now, we learned that in 2016, Metropolitan Life Insurance broke off a retail division. They called it Bright House Financial. Now, at some point, Kyriba, probably about 3 years later, got bought out by a company called Bridgepoint. That's the British. If we go down, it says Bridgepoint's ambitions. For London-based Bridgepoint, which acquired United Kingdom Money Corp. So it starts talking about a bunch of mergers. With Kyriba, Bridgepoint acquired a platform that offers a range of what? Cash management, analytics, and cross-border payment functions. Well, you bet your ass they did. Kyriba is in the money. Oh, this is big. This is real big. They're tied in with like 2,000 customers. Kyriba is tied in with 2,000 massive companies all over the world. This is all the money, everybody. This is the deep dive we're doing today. Hope your brains can handle this one. Let's do some reading down below. Bridgepoint, which opened its office in San Francisco. Oh, really? Well, that just happens to be where Ripple's office is in San Francisco. What a coincidence, huh? In 2009, 4 years ago, Kyriba gets taken over by Bridgepoint, and they're all gonna sudden have cross-border payments, cash management. Very interesting, huh? And I'll bet you their office might be right next to Ripple. I'm sure that's just a coincidence, right? Let's keep going. This is getting fun. Now, here's the sentence here I wanted you to see. Kyriba says it has partnerships. Oh, really? And software integrations. Oh, keep going. With companies that include BlackRock and also payment specialist, World First, and Ripple Labs. There you go. There's the show. The show's over right there. No, just kidding. Kyriba is a treasury payments type company. In 2019, Bridgepoint, a British company. See how the British are tied into this Ripple thing? There's something going on with England. I know it's their country. I'm not trying to get into that. That'll take another hour talking about that shit. But you guys can see that, like, we're right, okay? So England gets in there. I say Bridgepoint. I'm not going to do the deep dive. I'm not doing it because the channel will get shut down. I'm saying Bridgepoint's got to be a 3-letter English agency pretending to be a money transfer, just kind of like Ripple, huh? Isn't that something? You got Ripple, who's really a part of the national, not going to say security, not going to say agency. What if Bridgepoint? Well, we all know. I'm just saying it right now. I haven't even studied it. I'm just going to say I think Bridgepoint's a this letter agency in England, starts with an M, middle initial I, and then 6. But I'm not going to talk about James Bond. Da, 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 da. Okay, Crypto Hulk, stop singing. So Kyriba is taken over by Bridgepoint, and Bridgepoint just happens to be a Ripple Labs partner. Can you imagine this? Holler if you hear me. Kyriba just happens to be a Ripple Labs partner, and they also deal with BlackRock, who basically is running Coinbase right now. Are you seeing it all coming together? All these big. But what is the common? Is it Ethereum? Is that the common crypto? I don't know. It's Bitcoin. Yes, Bitcoin is taking the fuck over, right? Wrong. Maybe it's Pepe or Evil Pepe, right? That's got to be the one. Everybody invest in Evil Pepe. Exactly, Crypto Hulk. You're so fucking smart. My name's Crypto Hulk. I'm not a financial advisor, not a crypto advisor. I'm just some guy that makes up shit and talks funny sometimes. Don't invest in anything that I say. New Jersey, little old lady. Love all your lies, making me so smart. Well, that's my job there, lady. Thank you for that. But let's keep going. So now we've got Kyriba is a Ripple partner. It says Kyriba says it has partnerships with BlackRock and Ripple. And then look, Bridgepoint takes over Kyriba. That's a British company. MI6. Oops. Can't say it. I can't tell. Oh look, Deloitte. Deloitte is some kind of like accounting firm, from what I understand. Deloitte's massive. Stephen Morris. Was that the Pink Panther? No, it's James Bond. Da 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 da. You know, I know it's a little bit rough, but Stephen Morris, a little bit rough there, buddy. Well, look what we got here. Deloitte and Kyriba join partnerships. They have an alliance. Well, look at this right here. And then, oh, well, let's look at the next article I'm going to send you. Well, look at this article. Deloitte is also a Ripple partner. Well, isn't that something? What a coincidence, isn't it? Total coincidence. Everybody, do you see how huge? Do you see how huge this is going to be? Wait, I'm not distracting you, am I? There we go. Na na da da na na da 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 da. Okay, back to work. That's the Trumpinator. Got to get that one. One of my fans gave me that. One of my fans. So Ripple just happens to be a Deloitte partner. Deloitte just happens to be with Kyriba. Kyriba also admits that they're a Ripple partner. Truly amazing. Gotta love it. Now, what is this Kyriba company? Let's do a little looky-loo. Wait, what time do we got? Oh, shit. Got to turn on the phone lines. Oh. All right. The phone number, turn on the ringer, is if you're outside of the United States, you got to dial a 1-916-906-3095. If you're in the United States, you dial 916-906-3095. Let me have some liquid death. There's 20 calories per can. Just thought I'd put that in there. If you're brand new and you got a membership, some of you guys might be advanced, way more than me, 10 times. There's people that call in that know 100 times more than me. I'm just somebody who puts myself out there, that's all. Trying to help teach poor people like us how to become rich. But if you have a question, I suggest calling in. If you have hopefully a positive comment, you have to be a member. If you're not a paid member, I will politely end the call. So just join the channel. When you pay for a membership, you make it to where I don't have to just have my channel like a Patreon or something where people pay money, and if you pay $100 a month, you get access to Crypto Hulk. The reason I have my show like this is where it's donation based, but I do have memberships. That way, we can keep it open for people. If you find value in the information that my channel has that no other channel has, then you join for $5. My God, and then it helps me reach other people. I can keep the show open. Poor people all around the world can watch my show. They can read the chat. Sometimes I'll answer chats and stuff to people. um, you know, so there you have it. Let me we want talking Trump doll. Oh, this one. Put your shit in a hardware wallet, Saturday bag, and sit on your fucking ass like. Uh oh. They're so fucking stupid. The government is not gonna buy it back. It's called take away, dumbass. Pathetic YouTubers sucking the dick to get ratings. Oh my god. You're high as fuck if you think there's a buyback, okay? Pretty much. Well, gee, the whole code. How do you know all this stuff? That's like a straight up dick suck move. Shine a light on the darkness there, buddy. It's gonna be a shame one day when all these fucking people are broke and we're all rich. I've been telling you guys, don't put a fucking thing on exchange for 3 years. Nope, not the other channels. Put your shit in a hardware wallet, Faraday bag, and sit on your fucking ass like. They're so fucking stupid. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's not a doll for the children, obviously. um, let's see what we got here. You think the price of XRP will be more gradual to get folks to sell? Okay, think of it like this. If you're in power, think of yourself as a criminal, I mean, government official. Well, they're the same. Think of yourself as a criminal, and you're running the biggest crime syndicate in the world, the United States government. And then you got the Russians and the Chinese. And let's think you're one of these rich families, about 5 of them, maybe 10, that are running the whole world. All right. They don't want people like us getting rich. So you don't want to have a revolution on your hands. So you scare everybody. First, you try to steal it through maybe a quantum computer, through hacking. You have these people with software wallets, and one of the 10 families hires a group of people. Let's call them a government 3-letter agency. And they go through and simply steal everybody's crypto that's in a software wallet. That's an easy one to do. Hardware wallets are pretty fucking tough unless you have a quantum computer. So you go for the soft targets first. Exchanges, you shut them down. Somehow you create laws and rules that the exchange cannot do. They need so much money. Maybe you got to have put $1 billion in the bank. So you end up closing up all these. I told you already, you're going to have 100 exchanges, and in the end, you'll have like 5 or 10. And that'll be JP Morgan, Bank of America, shit like that, right? Then when you've done all those things, you scare the hell out of people and stuff. Then you offer you let the prices kind of go up to where people sell off. And there's a certain point where most people will sell, because times are going to get hard. So they're going to try to really crash an economy. And then I think they might allow some crypto sales so that people can sell off, because people are going to need money and they're going to sell off crypto. They're going to need food. Gasoline, I'm told you, it's gonna be like 15, 20 bucks a gallon, shit like that. Then people will be spending all their money on this shit. And when they run out, guess what they sell? Their crypto. Okay. China. Salvador Ramirez. I will sell most at $100. There you go. They'll get to a point where it's only going to go up so much, because if it keeps going and keep going, people might not sell. They're going to hold it, thinking, oh, it could go to 1,000, 5,000 bucks. So, like, most people are going to have it sold by, I don't know, 100 to 500 bucks or something, somewhere around in there, and it's all gone. Wait, hold on. Oh, What's the timeline on your new channel setup? Newbies, please take advantage of your memberships. To the moon we will go. Okay, so thank you very much, 1970 legend, for the continued support on the channel. New people. So what I do on my show is I try to keep the show times pretty standard. It's going to be like Monday through Friday. The shows will probably be at 6:30 a.m. Pacific time. YouTube's probably not going to notify you. They have a problem on my channel where they don't notify people. So you have to not be lazy. You have to actually go to my channel and look. And you'll see, go to the live section where it says LIVE live. My show is going to start at either 6:30 a.m. Pacific time or about 6:30 or 7 p.m. Pacific time. I will put a show up, but I won't start it. I'll put the show up at about like tonight when I go to bed. So that show will be up like maybe 6 hours before it actually starts. Now the PM show, it starts at 6:30 or maybe 7 p.m. I'll have that posted around 3 or 4 p.m. Pacific time. So that's how you have to see if my show is gonna, if I'm gonna have one. You will not be notified. It's very, very rare if you're notified. Okay. And what I like to have on my show is call-in time for new people because you hear all this stuff, right? And phone calls. You know what phone calls are? Look at any of these channels. Who the hell's giving away? The phone call is basically free. $5 a month. It's fucking free. Where are you gonna go? Tell me what channel brings you everything that I do with all my special proprietary news that nobody else has and all these things, and you get a fucking phone call where you can call in and ask a question. Like, who the fuck does that, right? All right. The phone number is 916-906-3095. Ex-inmate, member for 12 months. Sorry I'm late. Professor Hulk. News is always the best on YouTube. And as you say, YouTube didn't notify me, but I'm here. Rock. They don't want you to look. This channel has so much fucking truth. They can't have you watch this. There's no dumb shit games on this channel. I don't have spammy shit that I recommend. There's nothing for accredited investors on this channel. So it's just poor people. And then they do not want poor people coming up. If you're an accredited investor, you're worth at least $1 million, 2 million, 3 million. I don't got those people on my show. I got people that are struggling with bills every single fucking month. So what I'm going to do is not have a show where I charge you 100, 200, 300 a month. I got basically a free show. Get a membership. If you're learning how to get rich from the channel, my God, pay it forward for the poor person who maybe can't afford the $5 to call in and ask a question or some shit. I mean, that's just how we run it. All right. Let me get back to this article here. Got a little bit left. We're going to look at Kyriba. Copy. So Metropolitan Life Insurance Company uses Kyriba. And Kyriba is a BlackRock Ripple partner. Like everything's all tied in. All the evidence I just showed you guys earlier. I'm just showing the page. I'm not going over the whole entire Kyriba website. But here's the website that I want you to look at if you're interested. You might be able to find some connections. It talks about company, about us. So if you click on that, for 20 years, Kyriba has been the global leader in cloud, treasury, and finance solutions, delivering mission-critical capabilities for cash and risk management. More than 2,000 clients. Are you hearing me? I'll tell you right now, Ripple has at least 2,000 clients. Do you hear me? Ripple's their partner. What does this company do? Again, they deliver mission-critical capabilities for cash and risk management. They do payments. What is Ripple? A payment software company, isn't it? Oh shit, Crypto Hulk. So therefore, it's not tough to figure out through the transitive rule. Transitive, I think, was that geometry or some shit? If A to B and then B to C, then A equals C or some shit like that. I don't even fucking know. I don't even care. Uh, Ripple's got 2,000 clients. According to this, if you start adding all the central banks and the bank, they might have 4,000 clients, everybody. This is so massive. This is what I'm trying to show you. Metropolitan Life Insurance Company, according to what we read in Wikipedia and the web page that is a official CTM file, cash and treasury management file page, they're reporting that Kyriba was bought by Bridgepoint. This is all public knowledge, 2019, and it says Kyriba is a Ripple partner. Oh yeah. And that Deloitte and Kyriba are partners. And then Deloitte and Ripple are partners. On this next page, let's go here. We're kind of bouncing around a little bit, and that's fine. Look at what I got for you right here. More partners. Look what we got there. You have a Global Treasure website, theglobaltreasure.com. It says Finastra, Kyriba, Microsoft, and more. Well, if you go back to the Ripple page that my show had, you got Microsoft right there. Oh shit, Microsoft's a Ripple partner. So is Finastra. Finastra is a Kyriba partner. Finastra is also a Ripple partner. Let me show you that proof right here. I want you to see how massive this systemically important life insurance company that is massively, if they fail, it might bring down the country, okay? Metropolitan Life, look what I just showed you right there. Treasury Tech updates, Finastra, Kyriba, and Microsoft. Those are all Ripple partners. This is truly amazing. We go back to the Kyriba page again. I'll send you a copy and a paste because we're looking at how big. See, all this stuff's not talked about. I mean, it's kind of a deep dive channel that I have here. So today we're putting in some work. The Kyriba story. So that's the company, a new chapter. Okay, a recent IDC survey reported the emergence of a new practice area called Enterprise Liquidity Management, where finance leaders are unifying treasury, risk management, payments, and working capital to enable what? Real time. Are you hearing Ripple in this at all? Is anybody hearing Ripple in this at all? Real time, that's a Ripple term. Payments, that's a Ripple term. Treasury, guess who's going to end up owning the Ripples one day, the XRP one day? This is all Ripple's talk about liquidity. This is all Ripple right here. Kyriba is Ripple. They're already partners. They already admitted it. They're leveraging artificial intelligence, everybody. It says it right here if you scroll down. Driven by innovation. It talks about APIs. That's what Ripple does. Artificial intelligence. Kyriba, they're saying here they have 2,500 clients in 100 countries. So earlier they're saying 2,000. Now they're saying 2,500. I'm going to tell you what. I'm going to go out there and speculate because that's what I love to do. I'm going to tell you what. I will tell you if Kyriba has 2,500 customers, I'm going to say Ripple's got 3,500 or 4,000. I'm going to put that. Okay, 3,500. 3,500 customers. That's what I'm going to say. Because I'm looking at it right here. So there's the Kyriba page. What else can I show you? Trading. Oh, trading platforms. Let's take a little looky here. There's another Kyriba page. Kyriba. Make your cash forecast actionable. See, they're talking about reducing vulnerability due to rising rates with market. They're talking about moving money around. This is what Kyriba is about. If you scroll down, it says enterprise liquidity management. The it says this unifies best in class treasury, risk management, payments, and working capital solutions with global banks. Everybody, that is Ripple. What's the banker's coin? Ask a Bitcoin maxi, hey, what's the banker's coin? What are they going to tell you? Ripple. Everybody knows this. That's why I invested in Ripple, because they're dealing with the banks. I'm trying to invest with the biggest whales in the world. I'm not caring about some these weirdo Bitcoin maxi people who really think the world's going to use Bitcoin. They're high as fuck. I'm showing you here, Kyriba has already stated their Ripple partners with BlackRock. Is BlackRock joining up with Bitcoin or Ethereum? No. That's fucking ridiculous. Who the fuck thinks that shit? I don't care what the price is right now. Dumbasses read off the price of crypto on their show. Dumbasses who don't understand what the fuck we're talking about. I'm talking about Kyriba, that's a BlackRock and Ripple partner that deals with what? Global banks. That's what I'm trying to invest in. A company where BlackRock's working with and Ripple's called Kyriba. They're working with one of the biggest insurance companies in the world, Metropolitan Life Insurance. I'm trying to get into that. Now they start talking here about trading platforms. Well, you know what crypto's in that? XDC. That's a crypto you need to fucking get. XDC. Now, earlier, I'm taking it back to the Metropolitan Life article. I'm going to show it one last time. I want you to see how I'm showing you all three cryptos today. There's Metropolitan Life. There it is. Scroll down to the third paragraph. Fourth one. Right before it says corporate structure. Go to the paragraph right before corporate structure. Let me repeat. Let me read you the first sentence. I'm going to show you where Stellar is. Stellar is designed for retail customers. Let me read. In January 2016, Metropolitan Life, the company, announced that it would spin off its U.S. retail businesses, including individual life insurance. Do I need to go on? We already know Metropolitan Life is using Kyriba. The paperwork showed that BlackRock and Ripple are Kyriba partners. Ripple's a payments platform. Kyriba does, guess what? Payments. Guess what? Kyriba deals with global banks. Well, gee, so does Ripple. Isn't that something? Now, where does Stellar come in? Stellar's for retail. So in 2016, Crypto Hulk is going to guess, and I always guess correctly, and I'm going to say in 2016, that's when Stellar got hooked up in all this. And then we just got done where they're talking about the platform where there's trading platforms. Well, that's R3, and R3 uses the crypto XDC. So now I've just shown you my evidence for Kyriba, Metropolitan Life, and Ripple, and Stellar and XDC um, where they're all together. Okay, that's the evidence. If I was going to present it to you to show you, you got Finastras in there. All this just Ripple partners, man. So let me look for. So if you want to buy them, one exchange you can try is Crypto She-Hulk posted it. It's one of my cryptos that I've been crypto exchanges I've been telling people about, not promoting it, but telling people about. www. In case you're just listening, www.changenow.io. You also have www.coins.ph. Okay. And then my friend has always used crypto.com. I watched him buy some crypto on crypto.com. That shit was fast. But here's one of the things. You don't really want to buy a crypto that's companies in the United States or a company that freely gives information to the IRS. Hold on, we got a caller here. Hi, Crypto Hulk here. Who's this? Pablo Escobar. Love the name. Go ahead and type something in there. I got to verify it's you or I can't accept a call. So I get weird people in here do all kinds of crazy shit, and I got to know. Just say hello, Hulk. Something simple like that would be fine. Okay, there. Do you want to have a handheld phone call or a speaker phone? What do you want? Okay. So here we got Pablo Escobar. Escobar always. Sorry, are you out of jail or how you calling?
Good.
Aren't you in like a maximum security prison?
Yeah, yeah. I was actually in prison in Tallahassee.
Oh,
But, but anyways, I just want to thank you, man. I'm not really a fortunate person. I'm just trying to survive, like you said on the show. Month by month, struggling with bills, and I happened to run across your show one day, and it was like a blessing. I mean, everything is just falling into place, and I'm just holding on with my fingernails. So, like I said, I'm gonna hold and hold and hold, and try to write this out again. But anyways, I appreciate you, man. Everything you do for us, man, is very, very highly appreciated. I try to talk to people about you, but people when I talk to them about crypto and XRP and this and that, they think I'm crazy. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay.
all right.
But I'm trying to get with every little money I can. I mean, I'm even making figures so I can buy crypto. Every little penny counts. And like I said again, man, I want to thank you, Crypto She-Hulk, all your XRP Army, and everybody for their encouragement. And let's just hope, baby, and let's see what happens. I think something's going to happen soon. I mean, dang, since I started the show, I think it's, like I said, no more than I've been a member, 5 months, maybe 4 or 5 months, 6 months. But anyway, in those 6 months, things have just been moving so fast.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And I just hope it keeps moving that fast, and we can get some regulation, tokenization, like you were talking earlier about the earlier show about Japan.
Yeah, you've got Hong
Then,
Kong.
Japanese,
Hong Kong is going to tokenize their stock market, which is fucking amazing. And they're going to come out with crypto securities, crypto laws. So they're going to turn their securities, which is their stock market, into crypto before the end of the year. That's going to be a massive move. So it's going to force other countries to like do the same because that's the way everything's going to go. And I don't know how long it's going to take for us to be rich. I really don't know. But I know that the rich people, like
Yeah.
the stock market guys, they're going to get rich before we get rich. That's for guaranteed. So I want you to just
Um,
do what you're doing, hang in there,
what?
you know.
Yeah. Well, see, why do you think the United States is dragging their ass and making everything so hard? I guess, as you said, he just wants to be rich or something. But,
Look,
I mean, I would think, I would
what
think
what
they would
Ripple's
want to be
tried to
first.
do
Right now,
for the past 10 years, what Ripple's tried to do is look, you want to spread out XRP to the whole world, okay? What you don't want to have is what happened with Bitcoin and Ethereum, where you get whales, okay? That doesn't do the world
yeah,
any good when 10 people own 50% of the XRP. What you want to do with XRP is keep the price low, spread it out as much as you can to all the Western Unions, to all the money exchangers, to all the banks. You want to spread it out all over the place. And you can't do that with $10,000 a piece XRPs because then if you're trying to convince a bank to get XRP, is a bank going to buy it when it's a penny or when it's 10,000 bucks a piece? Do you understand that?
yes, sir.
Okay. So you've got to David Schwartz even said he wishes the price right now of XRP was even cheaper because if you go to give 500 million XRP, or you want a bank to buy 500 million XRP, if that's a dollar, guess what? You got to spend 500. Banks don't want to do that shit. Banks don't want to use
No, no,
XRP to begin with because it's going to put part of their business out of business. So,
right,
what
right.
the reason the price is low and stuff like it is because they're spreading out liquidity all over the world. Now, once every bank has it, once every financial institution has XRP, the stock markets are tokenized like Hong Kong and all around. They're going to start doing it. Then that price goes from 50 cents to 10,000 bucks. Okay.
Yes, sir.
That's how all this works.
Okay.
So you're
Yeah,
lucky.
I
You're
heard.
lucky that you're here early. Just whenever you can, spend $5 here, $5 there. Put it in your hardware wallet or something, and you'll be rich.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
All right.
I got a Ledger hardware wallet, but for some reason on the Ledger Live with my computer, when I hit the ledger, you know, I know you ain't got nothing to do with it, but when I hit the ledger thing, it just like trying to load and load. But well, people don't understand that what's on the ledger, I believe, is your key. Because your coins are stored away in the blockchain somewhere. Where it's at, I don't know. It's in Russia or
Okay.
who's storing these coins in the blockchain.
You're gonna have some work to do. You need to
Correct.
go on YouTube and watch videos on how to operate the ledger. Maybe start off with a software
Uh-huh.
wallet. Okay. Start off with a software wallet, and then after that, move on to a ledger. But I got to get going. But thank you for your call.
Okay, I appreciate you, man.
All
Send
right,
you love from here from Medellin, Colombia.
Mary Jane, Columbia. Okay, man. I'll talk to you later.
Mary Jane, no, not Mary Jane, Mary Jean.
Mary Jean. Oh yeah,
I'm up, Mary Jean. I'm up here in the Andes Mountains, man.
the
There's
Andes
great
Mountains.
weather. It's spring every day here. It's spring every day.
I might check that place out
Yes,
one
sir.
day. I always been saying the Andes Mountains
Yes,
might be a
sir.
place where I'm going to go. But hey, I got to get going. Thanks for your call.
All right, Hawk. Love you guys. Ciao.
All righty. Cool, man. Got people from all around the world. All right. So it's a little tricky with these hardware wallets. Watch a lot of videos. You got to know how to use that shit. And when you go to Medellin, oh yeah, Medellin. When you go to transfer your crypto, just move like one or two or three or whatever you got to do, XRPs at once. Don't put all your crypto and then send it because if you fuck up, you've just lost it all. Make sure you don't start off with a hardware wallet. transfer whatever shit you got into something like a hardware or a software wallet. Then later, when you get the software wallet figured out, transfer it to a hardware wallet, something like that. Okay. Yeah, test a small amount, says Mr. Mister. Exactly. All right. I think we're at an hour and 5 minutes. Dom Kahlo, thanks for that. Sorry I'm late. Just checking my button. God bless you, Hulk. Let me check a couple more comments here. QA coin. I don't get into other cryptos. It's a JP Morgan coin, not a financial advisor. I mean, look, as far as different coins and shit, they're going to need a ledger to run on. You're going to want a ledger that everybody can use. There's going to be ledgers that are like private. There's going to be ledgers that do not work with any kind of crypto, just certain ones. And then you have some called the XRP, which works with everything. Now, somebody may not have Ripple, like Hong Kong had Ripple make all their shit, okay? Some countries don't want Ripple to make it. They want to do their own, like Russia has Master Chain. But Russia is building their Master Chain on the Ripple ledger. That's their basis. They said the Ripple is the basis. So, but even let's say Ripple makes their own crypto, you're still going to need a bridge asset, right? So people are like, oh, they're not going to, this company or this country is not going to use the XRP. They're going to make their own, like JP Morgan coin. Okay, great. But guess what? What if I don't want fucking JP Morgan coin? If I deal with JP Morgan, hey, you guys pay me, I want pesos. Well, JP Morgan's now going to have to fucking figure out how to do this shit. What would make it easier if JP Morgan just used Ripple's XRP ledger and used the Ripple liquidity hub? Then JP Morgan could give the liquidity hub the JP Morgan coin, and the Ripple liquidity hub will convert it into whatever the fuck I want and give me whatever money I want. So you don't have to use, people are like, oh, Crypto Hulk, what if they don't use Ripple? I don't care if they use fucking XRP. This shit don't matter. They still got to convert it, don't they? Yes, they do. Because China doesn't want to hold Russian money. The Russians don't want to hold Brazilian money. Everybody wants their own fucking money. Now, unless you got a country that's all fucked up, then you want somebody else's money, okay? Like dollars or some shit, and you're living in the Philippines and you want American dollars or whatever it is, all right? So I don't care if it comes out tomorrow that Bank of America is going to make Bank of America coin. Fine. When Bank of America pays me, I'm going to demand it's in whatever fucking currency. Bank of America better figure out how to convert that shit, okay? So if they don't want to reinvent the wheel, then just use the XRP ledger, use the XRP as a bridge, and give me whatever fucking denomination currency I want. It's that easy, okay? Bank of America doesn't have to use it. There's a thing called a Ripple Liquidity Hub. It can convert whatever money into what I want. That's how it works. Phone lines are closed. And I think that'll be it. Yeah, that'll be it. My name's Crypto Hulk. This show's over. Yes, it is. I'll be looking to make a show tomorrow morning. I don't know if I can, but I will look for news. Kurt Scott showed up. If I can make a show for tomorrow, I'll have it posted in about 2 hours or so from now. And until then, I'll see everybody later.